So for phase one on the rotator cuff, we're gonna focus on some isometric range of motions. So we're gonna come here and get ready for external rotation stretches. We're gonna stay within the safe zone. We're gonna have it just come out a little bit, and then we're gonna make sure that we're stabilizing the shoulder, and then we're bringing her arm into slight external rotation until resistance. Are you in pain or discomfort?
No.
Okay. We're gonna go slightly to discomfort. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Once we're there, we're gonna hold it for about 30 seconds. We're gonna do this for 3 sets. Once that's done, we're gonna come back, press it, and then we're gonna progress again. So for phase one, we also want to focus on some proprioception. So here we're gonna get the arm and put it into shoulder flexion. We're also gonna stay within the safe zone, A. And then from here, we're gonna just do a little bit of perturbation. We're gonna come, rock it back and forth to flexion. We're gonna stay in the uniplanar. We're gonna do this for about 15 seconds, 3 sets. And then we're gonna keep it there. Once she's okay in safe zone A, we can progress a little bit further into other zones and reapply the same sets of reps there. So some other modalities we're gonna do for the rotator cuff is trigger point. We're gonna find the area of discomfort. And once we find the area of discomfort, we're gonna apply a pressure on it. We wanna get to about a 6 or 8 out of 10 on the pain scale. From there, we're gonna find the pressure, and then we're gonna ask the patient where they're at to see if we need to add more pressure to that. And then once we get the feedback, we're gonna instruct our patient to do some breathing techniques. So we're gonna have them breathe in for 4 seconds, hold the breath for 4 seconds, and then breathe out for 4 seconds. We're gonna do that for about 4 reps of those types of breathing techniques. And then throughout the whole process, we're gonna get feedback from the patient and see how their pain is going. Once the pain drops about 2 points from the pain rating scale, we're gonna discontinue the modality, and then we're gonna reassess the patient for their pain and discomfort. And then once we feel like our goal is met, we're gonna discontinue that modality, and then we're gonna transition to other ones.
Okay, so now we're gonna go through a phase 2 mobility and flexibility exercise. It's called the pendulum. So I'm gonna have my patient bend over the table, and they're going to hold the weight, and they're just gonna let their arm hang there. And then as a clinician, you're just gonna start the pendulum so that it rocks back and forth. And then we're gonna do this for 3 sets of 30 seconds. So you're gonna continue the pendulum for that amount of time, and then their arm should be just hanging, and this is gonna increase mobility and flexibility at the shoulder. Okay, so now we're gonna move into a proprioception exercise for phase 2. So I'm gonna have the patient hold the body blade in the scapular plane. So they're gonna be about right here, and they're just gonna oscillate the blade back and forth, and they're gonna do this for 3 sets of 30 seconds. This is gonna be working on proprioception and still being in that safe zone and in the scapular plane.
All right, so today we're doing our phase 3 for the shoulder rehab. So we've got Tony here. Tony, I'm gonna have you go on all fours with your 2 hands on the board. And so we're doing board taps. So I just wanna make sure that he's gonna be able to do this right. So Tony, go ahead and tap the board forward. Tap it to the right. Tap it back. Back. And then to the left. Okay, so those are the 4 motions you're gonna do. So to actually do this, we're gonna have you lift your feet up into a push-up position, and then you're gonna go ahead and tap forward, tap to the side, tap back, tap to the right. How was that?
Good.
So we're gonna probably do 3 to 5 sets of a full rotation, so all 4 taps. To progress this, we can use a board that has a smaller ball, so it's a little bit harder to get that stability, but that's what we want out of this exercise, is to work on his stability. Alright, so we're doing some proprioception today with Tony. He's made it to phase 3 of his shoulder rehab. So Tony, I'm going to have you lift your arm straight up in the air towards the ceiling. Good. And I'm going to hand you this weight. Go ahead and hold that straight up. So we're going to do some straight arm holds with perturbation. So Tony, I'm gonna be hitting your arm and try not to let it move, okay? So we're gonna go back and forth, we're gonna go side to side, all the while he's trying to keep his arm stable. Going in all different directions. Now we're in phase 3. And we'll do this for about 30 seconds. And I want to do about 3 sets. We can progress it just by upping the weight. We just started with 5 pounds just because Tony's yoked. And I figured he could handle it.